Parkinson's is a disease of the brain characterized by challenges with motion. It could also affect cognitive and memory function. According to estimates, the prevalence has doubled in the past 25 years. The Adewunmi Desalu Parkinson's Foundation, named for the man, an engineer by profession, who also had the disease in later life and left behind a wife, Maureen, and family, devoted to expanding the frontiers of knowledge of this ailment, is holding an online forum for health professionals across the country to be able to identify symptoms in their patients which may point to the disease.
In 2019, the global estimate was over 8.5 million individuals having Parkinson's disease. Dopamine is very important for our smooth movement, for initiation of movement, for a lot of physiological functions in the brain. What happens when these dopaminergic neurons are lost? These functions are lost.
So you can actually tell Parkinson's disease from other causes of Parkinsonism using the TrueDart scan or the DART scan. These are actually research tools. They are not yet into the mainstream of medicine. Dr. Shaima alluded to the fact that the diagnosis of Parkinson's disease is largely clinical, meaning it's what I see and what you tell me that I'm able to make a diagnosis. You can't be using that scan for the average person in order to make that diagnosis. But these things are coming on. We just have to know that they are there somewhere in the, as part of research development.
Mrs. Ifeanyi Deborah has early onset Parkinson's. She comes to the Center for Therapy.
Apart from the tremor, I experience stiffness and freezing.
Whatever the challenges they may have, we carry out exercises to meet up those challenges. It could be the slowness in their movement, it could be their freezing, it could be, pain, whatever challenges that they may have. Their physiotherapy sessions are tailored towards those challenges so that they can move better and they can have a good quality of life.
Mrs. Deborah says the therapy really helps.
The medication helps me to move my body because in the initial time, without the medication, I cannot move my body, I cannot sleep well, I cannot turn as much as I want. But because of the help of the medication and the exercise, I can be able to turn and move my body and sleep well.
Nobody knows the exact cause of Parkinson's, but some things are considered risk factors, and it also comes with classical symptoms.
People who are within the ages of 60 and 65 are at risk of coming down with Parkinson's. There are motor symptoms and then there are non-motor symptoms. The motor symptoms are the symptoms that are visible, the ones that you can see. So if you see someone who has tremors, who is shuffling while moving, someone who has stiff posture, and someone who has a stooped posture as well. So sometimes those are the motor symptoms of Parkinson's.
Parkinson's disease has no cure, but if detected early, can be managed. Proper management could slow progression of the disease, and that's why recognizing symptoms early is important.
There is a longer route to diagnosis. Why? Because a lot of people, including healthcare professionals, don't understand the classic symptoms to look out for when to diagnose the disease.
Doctors see quite a number of patients in the course of their work. So a person may come to hospital presenting symptoms of another disease or complaining of other things unrelated to Parkinson's. But if the doctor is trained to recognize symptoms of Parkinson's, the doctor can quickly mention that there might be those symptoms might be indicative of Parkinson's and the person should go to see a neurologist. Early detection is key.
The man for whom the foundation is named is known to have fought valiantly with the disease until the very end, while working to expand knowledge about the disease. It does not help that seemingly unrelated and generalized symptoms like sleeplessness and constipation can go on for years before recognizable ones like tremors show up. But research is continuing to come up with tools that will pick up brain activity early in the journey for quicker and more effective management, and someday, treatment. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.